Hello everybody and welcome to Gloff with your friends. This is another classic playthrough with myself, Adam. Hello Dave.
Hello.
Hello Toil. Let's Gloff.
I think your mic cut out entirely then, Adam.
Oh,
Because I said hello and then I heard nothing.
It's fine.
Let's go.
And Toil's over here. Hello. There we go.
I said and Toil and then I heard nothing, so I figured you were just like being obstinate about it.
No, I am very ornery. Not ornery? No. Ornery? Ornery.
I think it's, ornery, I think.
Ornery? Ornery.
Do you want to do it again, or was it good?
Sorry, I was just going, I don't know what the word is. Let's go!
Let's go!
So, what we've learned is, I'm the best at intros. Dave is okay. Adam's terrible.
Hey Toil, why don't you go suck a big fat dick?
You know, I would, but I'm at home right now and there are no cocks to be found.
Yeah, there's still you.
Oh, you
You think I have such skill? Well, thank you. I wish I had such ability.
Two. I got bar.
That was really good, Adam.
So what's the game?
Yeah, well done.
What's the key to this one then? Since you
Okay, aim to your right.
aim to the right. Yep.
Yeah, not there.
Full power.
Yeah, just slightly to the right, so you go up the bit, and then go about three and a bit.
Should have been full
All right.
power.
That was too right. That was too much right.
Always be wary of going too right.
Yeah. Too much power there.
Okay, here we go. Nope.
Alright, this next one's the one. I feel it in my bones.
I can feel it. Yep.
Nope.
Possible that feeling in my bones was gout. Beautiful work.
Hey! Am I winning? Am I winning?
Yes.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Hooray! Question time.
Alright, I'm ready.
What is the weirdest dream you remember having?
Now I know this one. Mine was when I was, I don't know the age, but I remember being in a submarine that was taking on water, and then three sort of mermen or angels arrived.
They were men, were they?
They were definitely men. They saved us, and as they were they saved us, and as they were swimming away, we said thank you
Yeah.
to whoever you are. And they turned around. It was
Yeah.
Snack, Crackle, and Pop from the Rice Krispies, but they all had devil faces.
Oh my god.
Devil face.
They had devil faces,
What the fuck?
and I woke up really scared.
How old were you during this, by the way?
I'd probably say I'm probably about like 10 or 11, something like that.
Okay.
All right, so it's not like a more recent one.
No,
nightmarish.
it stayed
Yeah,
with
it's
me.
pretty nightmare. It's pretty nuts.
Stayed with me.
Mine, I suppose. Anybody that's anybody that's read the manga Blame, they will understand exactly the whole thing. That's the dream that I had. But anybody that doesn't,
Okay.
I'll have to go a little bit more in depth. Basically,
Yeah, probably.
imagine a giant machine, like several hundred miles or million miles across, and it's just like, it's not a properly working machine, but it's got like cogs and scaffolding and metal stuff all over it, and you can't work out how any of it works.
Okay.
Imagine that, but like bigger than you can imagine, like the distance between here and the sun, that's one giant sort of machine, and it's all a sort of mess.
Yeah.
Imagine that people are normal people sized and they can walk around inside of this machine, and like once, it's just that big and impossible to understand. The fever dream I had when I was sick was that my body was that machine and it had all the people inside of it, and it was just really, but I was also able to see inside of myself, and I was really just confused and freaked out for like 10 hours while having this nightmarish fever dream where I was half awake and half asleep. Honestly, it wasn't like a nightmare, but it was just so confusing. I didn't understand what was going on.
Did somebody just hole in one that?
I may have done. I'm very
Wait a
good.
minute. I thought
you trash.
I thought
You
I
garbage can. No, you didn't. You got two, you bitch.
I thought I made it, and then it said I was off the course, and I don't know why.
But yeah, that was my nightmarish dream.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. I don't think you've given us an answer yet, Dave.
I haven't, no. I can't really think of like the weirdest shit, so I'll just tell you like the recurring dream I had when I was a kid. I would often dream of going to the pet shop with my family or whatever, and there'd be a lot of bugs there, like in the thing. Whereas usually there weren't a lot of bugs in like this pet shop and stuff. Oh my god! And so basically, I wasn't a huge fan of bugs. Oh fucking what a piece of trash! I wasn't a huge fan of bugs and stuff when I was a kid and stuff. Like I'm a lot less bothered by them now, but when I was a kid, I was like, oh my god, bugs. And it kind of went like, oh, you can come with us. We'll take you to back here, like with me and like a couple of members of my family or whatever. And we go there, go into the back room or whatever, and then it changed to like my nan's house. So we'd be in my my nan's house basically and she had like a brown carpet, and so I'd be in my nan's house with a brown carpet or whatever, and then the carpet would start melting.
Wow.
And so you know that the floor is melting through to the bugs underneath. You know that there are bugs underneath, and I don't know why, but that would freak me the shit out. And the only way out was like through a small passageway, but you're going to go through it, and then the floor would open. It was like the floor was sentient or some shit, and it would open up and be like, oh, I'm gonna eat you or some shit, and that would freak that, and I'd have that nightmare recurringly. It was fucking, I'd hate it.
You don't still get it though anymore.
Oh no, it stopped when I was way younger. Like, I don't really get nightmares anymore because being awake is worse.
Oh my god. What a fucking fun note that was. Jesus. I don't need...
Oh my god, I struggled to fucking put aim in there. That was amazing.
I don't need that when staring at this nightmarish donut man's eye.
This fucking donut, this like being awake is
Kill me.
Oh man.
Oh, donut nightmares. Classic.
Oh jeez. But like oh my god, I've done now. Like this little bit here has killed me. Talking about that, I fucked up, so now I'm just kind of in a dead zone. I'm in the worst possible place. But yeah, that was my recurring nightmare when I was a kid. Like it was fucking horrible.
Did you guys ever have like sort of rebellion phases when you were younger?
No.
Like,
yeah, I'm in a rebellion phase now.
I mean, like where not like an actual rebellion, but where you wanted to sort of do stuff for yourself. Like for some reason, I had a really weird phase where I wanted to have all the food that was mine or that I was going to eat separately in like my own cupboard in the kitchen. So,
okay,
like,
yeah, because you wanted to be an adult. And
yeah,
stuff.
like when the shopping was done for the week, I'd be like, okay, so we're going to have spaghetti for 3 nights of this week, so I take out that much spaghetti and it would go in my own cupboard. And then when the cooking was done, I'd take out my section of spaghetti and add it to the pot, so I had my own separate stuff. I don't know why it just popped into my head from your story, like, is it just a thing that everybody does, or was I just like, really, I want to be independent even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing?
I think a lot of kids go through independent and stuff, like, because I've got a nephew, and I see him quite a lot, because we live quite near, and he is independent. He doesn't like you helping him do stuff, if he thinks he can do it, if he thinks he can, yeah, that was right, if he thinks he can do it. So, you know, like, if you're trying to help him when he's doing something like that, like giving him his drink or something, he'll throw a fucking fit because he's like, no, I can do this. I can fucking do this. And he gets really fucking mad and stuff like that. And I think my mum always described me as being the kind of kid, like, as soon as, like, I could use a glass, I would refuse a bottle. Like, I would just refuse the bottle and stuff like that. It would be like glass all the way. I'm on glasses now. Which can be dangerous for a kid if you're giving them actual glass.
I heard it's a very hard gateway drug.
Yeah. But I'm still doing it now, so...
Drinking out of glasses.
What can I say? Yeah, I'm using glasses now. I've got 2.
Oh man, why have you got 2? Your mum lets you have 2
Because I've got one with water and one with booze.
You drink water with your booze? Oh, you fucking adult.
Oh no, there's a glass of water there, just in case I get thirsty.
But then drink the booze if you're thirsty.
Well, yeah, but if I run out of booze, then I've got water there if I get thirsty.
I'm interested to hear Adam's tales of childhood rebellion now.
Oh yeah, totally.
Never bothered. I never did it. My sisters, they went out drinking in nightclubs when they were 14. One moved out because she couldn't stand my mother and moved in with her boyfriend when she was 16. They got a house together and stuff.
Fucking hell.
Me,
Has that ended happily?
No, absolutely.
I wanted a happy ending out of that. They never have happy endings.
I never.
Damn it.
You know, like the old, in Britain at least, there's the idea of, oh, you're like 13, 14, you go out to the park in the dark with your mates and you drink 3 litres of cider and you're all sharing it around. I never did anything like that. I just preferred being indoors,
Bitch.
where it was warm, there was TV.
I did, but I was a goth, so I went to graveyards, so...
It never appealed to me. It never appealed to me. I didn't go out drinking on the regular until I was 17.
That's
Yeah.
still underage, though.
Well, so what was the first time you got drunk?
It's probably like that first time I went out. Just like
Really?
around
Wow.
around town, yeah, because like the act of going out and going around all the bars and having to put on your shirt and your proper trousers so you looked older than you were.
Oh
It was-
fuck! I never did that.
It just
Again, I was a goth, though, so I went to, like, dive bars.
It,
same.
but it looked like you have to put all this effort in. You have to do all this stuff. And I was like, fuck that. I'll just stay at home and watch TV and have a cup of tea. I know where I am.
The main drive is, it depends on how much you wanted to touch boobs.
Oh,
Because at the time, that was the main reason to put in any effort whatsoever.
I did.
Yeah.
I
So if you
didn't.
weren't, like...
I didn't.
See,
If
Go
you
on,
didn't have
go
a
on.
super high sex drive, there was no point.
The first few times I got drunk was not going out though. The first few times I got drunk was just like me and like friends and stuff. And we just got like we pooled all our money. Like this is weird. It's like I read about this shit and this is apparently like what everybody fucking did. Everybody just pooled their money and just asked some fucking asshole outside a shop, can you go in and buy us some booze, please? And they bought us some Lamborghini because that's the cheapest shit you can buy. And then we got drunk on that.
I just asked my mother, does that make her a bad parent? Because she did it.
Oh no. See, after that, when I started getting drunk more often, I just asked my mom to get me some booze.
Yeah, because, like... But I think it's a good thing. Like, obviously not in the way that people seem to bemoan
Oh, I got a
liberal
hold of one.
parents, but... No, it was good, because, like, it's like, yeah, you can drink alcohol, but, like, you know, she let us do it in the house and stuff, so you weren't, like, you know, going to get arrested or into fights or anything.
That's it. That's exactly the same as my friend. My friend's mum used to let us go around there. We used to get drunk. I'm fairly certain we trashed her house, kept her awake, and pissed her off so many times. But she was like, "I'd rather you do that in my house than fucking piss. Like they go out and fucking get hurt or get arrested and some shit."
Like, the rule of thumb is, I think, obviously, like, there are exceptions, as Adam said, but that's what most people do in every generation, so parents must know that it's going to happen. You might as well let kids be in somewhere warm where they can throw up in the safety of a toilet and not get alcohol poisoning and die.
I'm failing on this map. It's fine.
I have
But
to
yeah,
say, I
that's
think
exactly what happened. We fucking trashed that place so often.
I
You know,
think
like,
my
it's fucking
timelines are off
crazy.
because I remember my sister's 18th birthday. I would have been about 50, and I remember getting a little bit drunk then. But I also remember being 15 or 16, and my mum actually. This is the kind of parent she was. She took me round all the pubs in our town and introduced me to the bar staff.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
why?
like, because she was like, "No, you're gonna drink anyway, so you might as well know that these pubs are nice pubs and these are nice people." And
yeah.
I remember,
But what-
like, yeah, they were all right. When I was 17, I remember getting ID'd, and I didn't have any ID, but I reached into my wallet anyway to pull out, I don't know, a suggestion, and one of the people behind the bar. She actually said, "Oh, he's all right. That's Alan's lad," as in my dad's name. So it was like, "Oh, That's Alan's
That's
boy.
so good.
He's all right. He's all right. And I do remember in our pub called the Carpenter's Arms, which was like our regular. Going in there.
That was beautiful, Adam.
It really was.
The day after my 18th birthday, and the guy who was doing it was a Sunday night. The guy who was the DJ had done my 18th birthday, and he was like, "You've been drinking in here for like 2 years, haven't you?" I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely magical.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
What's this? What? Oh Christ!
Where is the hole?
You have to go up this mound of brown whatever and jump onto it. If you're where I am. I mean, you can do it if you get where, like, if you get in the middle.
Where is the hole?
See directly to your right, that blue flag.
No. I'm completely fucked then.
Yeah, you need to try and jump this fucking piece of brown whatever.
I can do it. I believe too far.
Oh, you
so
piece
close.
of shit.
There we go. Done it. Boom.
Yeah.
Par.
I used to have people round to my place because I was the first one to move out because, much like Adam's sister, but at the tender age of 18, without a job, I thought, I'm going to live on my own because I feel like it and I hate living at home because I'm a grumpy little child.
See,
And then started having parties like every week for like 3 days. It'd be the first night drink a lot, the second night not really drink as much, then the third night just sit down and play Worms or watch films all night. And pretty much every week for 2 years after I graduated college and I had a part-time job. Then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do something with my West Country life. And then I came to you. That is literally the story of what happened to me after college. 2 years of just that fucking nonsense.
see, my friend who got kind of kicked out of his house, by his parents. He got his own place. The only thing we used to do around his house was just get as high as a fucking kite. We used to just smoke a bunch of weed.
See, I find that interesting
so much cheaper,
because
that's why we went with it.
when I was that sort of age, sort of 14, 15, 16, there was no weed. Nobody smoked weed in in my friend group. And I don't know whether it just wasn't that prevalent when I was young, but it's like only later on when I came to uni that it became sort of an option at all. But I remember like about a month
where
ago.
are you from though? Like the scale of the place you're from and its connections to other places.
Well, it's a pretty small town, but I mean, like about a month ago, I went out and played pool and was having drinks with a friend like I've known for years, and we ended up playing pool against a couple of younger guys who were like probably about 20, and we started talking about weed or alcohol, and they said when they were 15, 16, it was easier to get weed than it was to get served.
Oh shit! For me, when I was a kid, it was easy to get weed because one of my friend's mums used to fucking do it.
I think my place was like, it is a seaside town, so there was a lot more sort of drug culture because it's the same way as like, not in such a big way, but the same way that people go on holiday to Newquay and stuff for some fucking reason. As like a sort of hen nighty type of place.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
There was a fair amount of like just drug stuff going on. I just never really got into it because I preferred alcohol. And my godfather scarred me when I was like 10 by trying to force me to smoke a cigar, so I'd never smoked.
Oh man.
It did work though. It fucking worked.
Yeah, but that's not fair. At 10, he's like, smoke the fucking cigar. I really don't want to smoke the cigar. Smoke the cigar, you piece of shit.
Like,
you fucking pussy,
holding it to my face. So even though I didn't only like put a little bit on out, the smell of it and like the smell of it on the group of people who were there's breath. I've never wanted to smoke a cigarette ever. Like,
I'm getting cucked by these balls, people. Oh.
Hashtag cucked by balls.
But the thing is,
By balls.
you're not supposed to smoke a cigar as you do a cigarette. A cigar.
Yeah, you're not meant to inhale, are you?
Exactly, that's the point.
No, yeah, but I mean like the flavour and the smell of just smoke in general.
All right.
Shit.
Like,
One
so
night,
I've never.
fucked up.
Oh, did I do a win?
You did a win.
Yeah, I never really smoked anything. I've still not really smoked anything apart from just
Yeah.
the weed times.
Well, to this
Don't
day,
start a new one.
I have never smoked a cigarette ever.